Was Spider-Man Far From Home's mid-credit scene all an illusion created by Mysterio? The second solo outing for Tom Holland's Peter Parker saw the young superhero struggle in the shadow of Tony Stark. Dealing with his own grief and the persistent Nick Fury, Peter is confronted with Quentin Beck, a former employee of Tony Stark that adopted the name Mysterio and is masquerading as a superhero. Eventually, Spider-Man helps to take down Mysterio, who appears to die during the Spider-Man Far From Home's final battle in London. At the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, the audience sees Quentin Beck's assistant and former Stark Industries employee, William, take a memory drive from the Edith control room. Later in Spider-Man Far From Home mid-credit scene, a romantic exchange between Peter and MJ is spoiled by a public video broadcast of Beck shortly before his death, claiming Spider-Man was responsible for the London attack and revealing the web-slinger's true identity. J.K. Simmons also reprises his role as J. Jonah Jameson. This shocking series of events has a potentially huge impact on the third MCU Spider-Man movie. How much time, though, can be directed to Peter clearing his name and proving he wasn't the true culprit of the London drone attack? These consequences of these occurrences aren't easy to work into the fabric of the MCU, or even into Spidey's personal arc. Maybe it's possible, therefore, that they didn't actually occur at all. Spider-Man Far From Home was keen on making the threat of Mysterio continue from beyond the grave, through both William's mysterious USB stick and the mid-credit scene itself. It was similar to how Olam Zola began his assistant to the Red Skull and survived to torment Captain America in later movies. Mysterio's assistant is willing to carry on the work from his departed leader. Mysterio's group already had access to virtual reality tech, and even before getting their hands on Edith, could digitally generate an entire bar scene using the same mixture of drones, projectors, and effects. The mid-credit scene could have been crafted specifically for Peter Parker's benefit. Furthermore, the audience has an idea of exactly what was contained on William's USB stick. In the context of Spider-Man Far From Home's mid-credit scene, it's implied that he downloaded Mysterio's final video framing and outing Peter Parker. However, the data could have also included instructions passed down from Mysterio to his assistant, or William might have managed to copy over as much as Edith's code as he could before departing the scene. Marvel's mid-credit scenes often provide key pieces of information, but they don't usually contain major story beats that are vital to watch in order to understand the next film. The scenes may be comedic, add an extra layer of detail, or hint towards a future character, but they're rarely plot essential, and on a few occasions where post-credit scenes have led directly into a future movie. Marvel has experienced problems. For example, the Captain Marvel mid-credit scene introduced Carol Danvers to the Avengers for the first time, but this meeting was entirely rewritten in Avengers Endgame, causing some head-scratching in the theaters. Taken at face value, the reveal of Peter Parker's identity seemed to be setting up Kraven the Hunter or the Sinister Six as a potential future villains. If Spider-Man Far From Home's mid-credit scene is an illusion, however, that naturally means Mysterio is still the threat, whether that be in the form of William the assistant or Quentin Beck himself.
Let me be clear as mud.